Everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing okay. My name is Septania Sherien Kristiandi.
My name is Ahmad Dzacky Novandra Putra.
My name is Ridwan.
Hi, my name is Rahma Swastika.
In this video, my friends and I are going to explain to you about how to use modal verbs properly and how to avoid making the most common mistakes that people are usually make when they're using the modal verbs. And in the end of the video, we're going to do some exercises to make sure that you'll completely understand about the modal verbs in English.
I will teach you about modals. No, first is modal are words that make express ability, probability, permissions, obligation, and they behave differently from regular verbs. And second is modal are words which are used to add meaning to another verb. And the last one is there are other words which behave like modals. For example, ought to, need, and have to.
List of the modal verbs in English: can, could, may, might, should, ought to, must, have to, will, shall, would.
Okay, right now we're talking about the list of when to use the modal verbs. So, the first one is probability. The modal verbs can be used when we want to say how sure we are that something happened, is happening, or will happen. So, past, present, and future. Okay, we often call these models of deduction or speculation or certainly. For example, she got the first rank in the school. She must be smart. The modal verbs here are must. The number 2 is ability. We use can and could to talk about skill or ability. For example, she can speak 6 languages. Thirdly, obligation and advice. We can use modal verbs such as must or should to say when something is necessary or unnecessary, or to give advice. For example, you should stop smoking. The modal verbs here are should. And the number 4 is permission. We can use modal verbs such as can, could, may to ask for and give permission. We also use modal verbs to say something is not allowed. For example, could I leave early today, please? The modal verbs here are could. Okay, the last one is habits. We can use will and would to talk about habits or things we usually do or did in the past. For example, when I lived in Italy, we would often eat in the restaurant next to my flat. The modal verbs here are would. Alright, we're moving to 3 basic rules to avoid most of mistakes that are usually made with the modal verbs.
Use as is, don't change, present, past, and future. Example, he can swim, incorrect. He can swim, correct.
Use base verb after modal, don't use to. Maksudnya setelah modal jangan menggunakan kata to. For example, he might to join us. Ini salah karena setelah modal menggunakan kata to. Seharusnya yang benar adalah he might join us.
And the third rule is use not after modals. Don't use don't. For example, you don't should smoke here. That is incorrect. And the correct way is you should not smoke here. Right now, I have some exercises that we're gonna do it together to make sure that you'll completely understand about this material. So, number 1 is you must to finish your homework. Can you tell where the mistake is? Alright, the mistake here is to. So, you must to finish your homework. It's completely incorrect. But the correct way is you must finish your homework. Okay, it's easy, right? Okay, number 2 is I can't drive. That is so wrong. And the correct way is I can't drive. You can't use don't before the modals, but you can use not after the modal. Number 3 is you should not to come. Okay? The mistake here are 2. Same as the first number, you can't use to after the modals. So you have to say you shouldn't come. That's it. Number 4 is we not could call you. So it is obvious that the mistake here are the words not. I mean, you can't use not before the modal, so you can use not after the modal. So we could not call you or we couldn't call you. 5, he might go to sleep. That is incorrect. And the correct is he might go to sleep. So don't add the letter S after the modal. Number 6, they can to stay with us. Remember, don't use to after the modals. So they can stay with us. And number 7 is we would not to arrive on time. Okay, don't use to after the modals. So the correct way is we wouldn't arrive on time. And the last one is she will return soon. That is incorrect because you can't add the letter S after the modals. So the correct way is she will return soon. Alright, that's it for the modal verbs and thank you guys for watching.